Is streamer RNG real? Now, before I get into the body of the video, I want you to ask yourself, have a few too many skyforths been chanced on stream? It's a legitimate question, because it's happened a few times. What do you think? I know what I thought before I did these calculations, and I know what I think after. But what do you think? Anyway, let's get into it. Now, I've just taken the 5 most prolific streamers in my rough estimation. Okay, Project PT, Zizaran, Ziggy D, Methil, and Rise QT. Now, I know Rise doesn't stream so much anymore, but this covers a year of streaming and chancing. It's actually the 1-year anniversary of the creation of Skyforth. Now, these are the numbers that they've chanced. Project and Zizaran each have a brace of Skyforths. Ziggy has 1, Methil has 1, Rise I don't think has chanced any, but I could be wrong. Putting the hours per day for each streamer, just as a rough guess. Days per week, again, gross estimation, weeks per year. Obviously people stream more at the start of the league and less at the end of the league. But from that I get the hours played per year, and then I need to know how many chance orbs these players find per hour. So I pretty reliably find about 6 per hour using quant gear, but I tend to have a slow rate of clearing. Now, I think that the streamers clear faster, but they don't normally wear quant gear, so I'm just leaving this at 6 an hour. I trimmed it down for Project. But you know, because he plays self-found, he's a little more careful and clears are slower. Chance orbs used on sorcerer boots as a percentage. I think because Project is trying to get other gear sometimes, he only uses about half. Ziz, I think, likes to play efficiently, so probably uses all of them. Same for Methil and Rise. And Ziggy is sometimes playing unique self-founds only, and I'm saying maybe he uses 80% on sorcerer boots, not really sure, but I think these numbers are halfway reasonable. So, you know, you multiply all this and you get the total attempts to chance Skyforth, and the number is actually quite high. And then you look at the estimated probability of a successful chance. I think it's about 1 in 8,000. I think that's a reasonable number, based on everything I've read. So, if you now look at the results, you get the expected amount of Skyforth chanced. And guess what? The numbers are actually kind of reasonable. You get a total of 6.1 for all streamers, and this compares very favorably with the total of 6 that have actually been chanced. Now, if you break it down, you find that Project probably shouldn't have got any, but he somehow got 2. Zizaran got 2, which is about what he should have. Z got 1, which is about right. Same for Methil. Rise perhaps was unlucky, or perhaps just hasn't played as much as I've assumed in the calculation. Now, if you watch Project PT chancing, and you look at his reaction, you've got to break it down to 2 possibilities. Either Project PT is the most phlegmatic crumpet that ever lived, or something fishy's going on, because calculation shows he probably should not have chanced Skyforth. So I'm going to give him a yes for streamer RNG, and everyone else is legit. And if you look at the reactions of the other players when they get it, they're pretty surprised, but Project clearly knew it was coming. So, you know, the maths don't lie, and I think Project has some explaining to do. Now, the other thing is, I'm not entirely sure what the correct mathematical strategy is for summing these real numbers. Now, you can't chance half a skyforth, okay? You either get 1 or 0. You have to have an integer value. So this number may actually be a little high if I rounded all these numbers down to the nearest integer. Well, you'd only have 4, but still, it's pretty close to the 6 that were chanced. So streamer RNG busted, except for Project PT. The maths don't lie. What can I say? Moving on, 6 linking. Now, I've noticed that people are getting 6 links pretty easily on stream, and I started to write down how many fusings I used, just roughly, sort of to the nearest 100, because it all happens pretty fast, right? And I saw 19 6 links that were produced on stream, and I tallied up all of the fusings, and let's look at the results. Now, this one is pretty shocking, right? They only use 5,400 fusings to get 19 6 links. You know, plus or minus 1,000 fusings because I didn't perfectly count them, right? So that equates to an average of 284 fusings per 6 link. And if this number is right, again, generally accepted number is 1 in 1100, which makes sense because it's slightly less than Verici or Verici. They're striking 6 links 3.87 times more frequently than they should. So, or you conspiratards out there, you might just be right on this one. However, if streamer RNG is a legitimate concept, then so is viewer RNG. And it could just be that I tuned in at the right time 19 times in a row. So we don't really know where the source of the RNG is, but I encourage you to start keeping records, and you can compare data with me and with everyone else. All right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. And till next time.